Good evening, friends, family, and coworkers, acquaintances, and maybe even some strangers. My name is Tom, and welcome to my video blog or vlog. Now, a few weeks ago, I went to the Milwaukee Museum to examine some exhibits and analyze gait and posture. The first thing I wanted to look at was the first exhibit I looked at was of the Inuit people of northern Alaska and Canada. Now, this is a great example of how environment affects posture. As you can see, a forward head position, which causes excessive neck extension so that they can look straight or even up, and without that, they would be looking down at the ground all the time. The next thing I saw was protracted or rounded shoulders. This is due to shortened chest muscles and lengthened thoracic back muscles, more than likely. Now, you cannot tell from this picture, but I can assume that there is some hip flexion just to stay closer to the body stays closer. Now, the line of gravity compared to good posture is probably located more anterior, and this is by far less efficient because there's more muscle activation. These gravities causes torques such as neck flexion, hip flexion, knee extension, and dorsiflexion. Now, the relation to the environment, I think it's pretty obvious. It's quite cold way up north. So it's so cold that these people want to reduce the surface area that their bodies are exposed to the winds and freezing temperatures, and they want to stay they want to keep their body parts close so that you can maintain that body heat. The relationship to our environment, well, it's cold, but not nearly as cold. But I do see some similarities in the actual posture, such as the slouching and forward head. However, not due to the same causes, because what I see from our culture is due to sitting in class a lot, or just sitting in general a lot of computer activities or reading, and a lot of looking at your telephones. And the next exhibit I examined was the Native American picture shown now. And this is how culture affects locomotion. Now, as you can see, the woman is carrying this large sack on her back using her neck muscles. This increases torso forward lean and increased neck flexor activation to carry that. Now, without the sack while walking, I would assume this woman is very similar because all of these flexion muscles that she's using, they're shortened and the back muscles are lengthened. The flexion muscles are hypertonic for sure because they're always being used. In the Native American culture, these women are known as gatherers for their families or villages. This is not going to be a one-time occurrence. It's going to be every day, more than likely, and probably multiple times a day. The reason for the forward lean with the sack is probably to keep that line of gravity, which is skewed from the heavy sack. They want to keep that within their base of support. Otherwise, they would be falling, which we don't want. So like I said, these women are going to be carrying these heavy loads multiple times a day, or at least once a day, but probably every day. Without these stretching the flexion muscles and strengthening the extensors, this pattern will continue. And I see, once again, similar locomotion in our culture, especially the student population. We have heavy backpacks carrying laptops and Newman books, which I love to read. I can't wait to read that tonight. So I do see this quite a bit in our culture because we want to make that forward lean so our line of gravity stays within our base of support. We don't want to fall. We're meant to move without falling, and so that's what we want to do. And I do see the same neck flexion, not from carrying heavy loads on our neck, but from when we're looking down at phones and computers and such. So my final thoughts. I would like to tell everyone to look up. It's a beautiful world. Bring the shoulders back, extend your neck a little bit, look up and examine the beautiful world that we live in today. All right, so have a great night. Tomorrow is February 29th. That's not often, probably once a year. That means it's a leap year, which also means it's an election year. This is big for us. Please, everyone, go register to vote and vote for the next President of the United States. Once again, I'm Tom, and thank you for joining me tonight.